Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, is the follow-up to Knives Out and is directed by Rian Johnson.
Let it all out.
Hell yeah!
This is reckless. The killer wouldn't hesitate to kill again if it covers their tracks.
What's going on, everybody? Don Martino back here again from Extract Media. I'm very excited to talk about Glass Onion. It was one of my most anticipated of 2022. Rian Johnson's also one of my favorite filmmakers, whether you're talking Brick, Looper, The Brothers Bloom, Last Jedi, Knives Out. They're all so fantastic to me. And when I saw Knives Out, I was like, this guy seriously understands the murder mystery genre. He seriously understands the Agatha Christie that I grew up reading. You can really see where he gets his influence from here. It's really apparent when you have read Agatha Christie novels growing up like I have. It was also very clear that him and Daniel Craig created a great character in Benoit Blanc, and Benoit Blanc is back again after Miles, played by Edward Norton, invites a ton of his rich friends to come to the Glass Onion to play a murder mystery game. Benoit Blanc is also mysteriously invited to this party, and a lot of this movie is really just trying to uncrack that, figure out how the hell did Benoit Blanc get here. It has a lot of twists and turns along the way, though. Obviously, Rian Johnson is fantastic at being unpredictable, which is really hard to do these days, by the way. I just love his approach with both Knives Out and Glass Onion. It's very clear that it's not so much about who the murderer is. That's not so much what the twist is in his murder mysteries. It's other things that we find out along the way. As a matter of fact, in Knives Out, about midway through that movie, you do see the person die. You see who killed him and how he died. So the unpredictable nature that Rian Johnson's trying to do here isn't so much about who gets murdered and who the murderer is, which I really think is a really nice touch on the whodunit. And again, because it is so hard to be unpredictable these days, that's just the best way to go about it, I think, and he understands that as a filmmaker. Just like Knives Out, this cast also has a crazy ensemble. It's super stacked. It's a bunch of people that I love personally. Dave Bautista's in here, and he's just hilarious. I liked watching his character throughout. I thought he added a real bit of levity to this. Catherine Hahn is just proving to be a world-class actress. I mean, she is fantastic these days, and about everything I see her in. I was super excited to see that Leslie Odom Jr. had been cast in this. This is his second whodunit movie, though, if you count Murder on the Orient Express, but I'm still happy he's here, and I thought he did a great job. He really did add kind of a gravitas to this movie. I'll be honest, Kate Hudson is a little bit over the top for my taste, but I did enjoy her mostly. Like, she had the kind of jokes that you really had to think about before they got funny. Like, when they first kind of came up, they weren't really funny. The more that she kind of did her thing, and the more that you thought about her character, the funnier she became to me. So it was something that just had to grow on me throughout the film. Edward Norton just plays this like perfect douchebag character in here, though. I thought he was just so good in this. Madeline Klein's in the film. She has a very small part as the character of Whiskey in here, and so it wasn't really enough for me to be like she was spectacular, but I thought she served the story for what she was supposed to do. Janelle Monáe, though, is an actress that I'm still kind of learning about, kind of unfamiliar with still, and she is one of the highlights in this movie. I mean, she gives a terrific performance. I loved everything that she did. She was funny, she was dramatic and emotional. She just had so much range, man. She could do it all, honestly. I loved everything she was doing here. But the standout's always gonna be Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc. I mean, this character is just becoming so iconic, and the way that he solves the mystery is so brilliant, and the way that everything in this movie really matters by the end of it. You don't really realize it, but when you start connecting everything together, that's what makes this writing so brilliant here. And everything about this movie that you didn't think was going to be significant kind of comes back around, and you're like, holy shit, I did not expect that to come back around the way it did. There are things that are a little bit ambiguous, though. You have to kind of connect it as the audience member yourself. I mean, it's just fantastic stuff, and Rian Johnson is really proving to be one of the great writers of our time. I'm not kidding. I mean, this movie is just spectacular. One of the best of 2022 easily. I loved this so much, and it was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I even like it better than Knives Out, honestly. I think it's even better than the first. It's not a movie that's up its own ass, which is really kind of nice. It doesn't take itself so seriously. I mean, it's a lot of fun from beginning to end. I just had a blast watching it. It was nice to kind of turn my brain off, but keep it on at the same time because it is a murder mystery and there's a lot of moving pieces. Honestly, just have a blast with it. And it was so good in that respect. I loved everything about this movie. I really have next to no complaints. Like I said, Kate Hudson may be a little bit over the top for me, but overall, this film is phenomenal. Guys, please check out Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery if you haven't already. I am going to give this one a must watch for sure. It is on Netflix, so check it out. All right, guys, will you watch Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery? Please let me know in the comment section below. And before I get out of here, help me out a little bit here, would you? Please hit the like button below, subscribe to the channel, leave some feedback in the comment section, share this with your friends, and hit that bell for notifications. Much appreciated as always, guys. All right, guys, with all that down, I am Dom Martino once again, and I thank you guys for joining. I will talk to you guys later.